So what's being the last time we talked, you were talking about how crazy Corona was. So now it's the Black Lives Matter protest or riots, depending on whether you listen to CNN or Fox. What's actually happening there?
Yeah, I can tell you. Well, I'll tell you, it's calmed down a little bit. Now it's just there's a couple guys trickling around outside of the house, and I was walking with my chick, and we walked by, and this black guy yells. He goes, he's like a guy that sells junk on the streets and stuff, and he goes, "Yeah, you fucking give a shit about Black Lives Matter? Well, then suck my dick. If you care about Black Lives Matter, suck my dick." And she's like, "I mean, I do, but I don't think I'm gonna do that." But I actually went to like a few of them, right? It's both things, you know? That's why the CNN goes, it's this, and Fox News goes, it's this. And the truth is, it was both. Some of the protests, it's people, you know, basically singing Kumbaya and all that kind of stuff. And it's very peaceful. And then I went to the night ones, and it's friggin', you know, like pandemonium. So the one, everyone was smashing windows. And then even in that, if you listen to Fox News, they'll be like, it was all, you know, black people. And if you listen to CNN, it's like Antifa, and it was both. So what would happen?
I mean, that's equality. That's what they're fighting for, isn't it? You know, protesting peacefully together and rioting together. You know, that's everyone coming together for peace or to smash stuff. As long as it's all races, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I saw some crazy shit. There was one of my favorites was there was this black dude. He broke the window from a shoe store, and then everyone piles in, and he came out with a pair of shoes, and he yelled, "These kicks is for George Floyd."
That's great. I'm sure Nike would stand by that.
Yeah, there was some Antifa girls that were you know, had dreadlocks, the whole thing, and they were sort of trying to take over the parade, like basically going, "Okay, we're gonna take a turn up here, we're gonna go left on this street," and you could see all the black people be like, "Yeah, we'll do kind of whatever we feel like right now."
Yeah,
and
they were sort of really not a time for white women to take over, is it? Like white ladies need to take a step back. I know it's very difficult for all the white ladies out there, but this isn't actually your thing, so it's time to have a breather.
They're having trouble with that right now, you know, removing themselves from this movement. But there was, so they were trying to take over, and she, you know, bossing everyone around. And the funny part about those types is they were kind of yelling, "Capitalism sucks." I actually made a video about this, but it was basically, they'd be like, "Fuck capitalism," and they're doing all this stuff. And you could see all the black people be like, "Yeah, I mean, this is kind of about Black Lives Matter right now," but you know, one of the problems with the Black Lives Matter thing is they have a mandate, and all of it's about the LGBT thing. And a lot of black people are like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we talking about here? We're talking about trying to have police reform," and they're like, and also, you know, trans bathrooms, and they're like, "Okay, this is not what we're doing right now."
It is an interesting thing of like, because I felt like the George Floyd thing was the first time I'd ever seen like 100% of people go, "Oh yeah, clearly that's fucked," and there is no more context needed. Like right wing, left wing, if you're a police officer, everyone saw that and was like, "Oh, clearly that's a fucking problem. We should fix this." And then people started throwing in all of these other ideas that are up for debate. And they were like, "No, you had the win. If you stayed in this corner, you would have 100% won." And now you're throwing in all of this other shit, which you might be right, but it's still up to interpretation. Whereas this George Floyd thing definitely was not. And now it's, convoluted and weird.